Hi guys, so today we're going to introduce you to dividing decimals. Now dividing decimals is very similar to dividing regular numbers. What we have to pay attention to the most is the divisor. So in this case, our divisor is 2.5. And what your goal is to make that divisor a whole number. So we need to ask ourselves this little question I put here in the corner. How many decimal places do I need to move in the divisor to make it a whole number? So to make it a whole number, I have to put it to the end of this. And the answer to that is 1. Now, I can't just move it in the divisor. I have to also move it in the dividend the same amount of places. And then I'm going to put it up here in my answer just so I know where it should be when I'm solving. So now I'm going to rewrite this problem. I'll switch colors as 25 divided by 357.5. And again, it's super important to put it back up in your answer so you know where that decimal break is. And now I just get to divide like it's regular numbers. So I know that 25 can't go into 3. I do know that 25 can go into 35 only once. I'm going to subtract here, and I get 10. Bring down that 7. Now, if I count by 25s, 25, 50, 75, 100, I know that 25 can only go into 107 4 times. So I'll go 4, and I'll get 100. When I subtract, I have 107, take away 100, you're left with only 7. And then I'm going to bring down that 5. Okay, again, counting in 25s, 25, 50, 75. 25 goes into 75 3 times evenly. And I'll do 75. I would obviously subtract, and you'll get 0. Can't fit it in there. So my final answer is 14.3. I don't have to move any decimals once I have my answer, and you just have to make sure that you put it in originally. Let's try a second question. So again, the question I'm going to ask myself is, how many places do I need to move the decimal in order to make the divisor a whole number? Well, in this situation, I have 0.833. I'm going to move it 1, 2. So I know 2. I also need to move it 1, 2 in my dividend. And then I'm going to rewrite the problem. 83 divided by 30046 with the decimal all the way here at the end. And like I said before, we're going to put it back into our answer so we know where it belongs when we solve. And now I'm just going to solve with regularly. Okay, so I know 83 can't go into 3, can't go into 30, but it can go into 300. And I know that 83 can go into 300 3 times. Okay, so I multiply 83 times 3 to get 249. If I had $300 and I took away $250, my answer would be 50. But I have $300 to take away 249, so my answer is going to be one more. It's going to be 51. Bring down that 4. 83 can go into 514. Well, it's got to be more than 3. And in fact, it goes in 6 times. So 6 times 83 equals 498. When I subtract 514 minus 498, I get 16. Bring down that 6. And when I divide 166 divided by 83, 83 goes in there twice. So I subtract, and I get 0. So my final answer, again, decimal points are all where they belong, should be 362 with a decimal point after the 2. You can add the 0 or not because this is a whole number with nothing after it. There's my final answer. If you have any questions about dividing decimals, please feel free to email me or Ms. Madonna.